So it has now come to this. After these past 6 months, it's I've been I've been played or had all this time. Continued to be kept in the dark. And now, with the way how things look like right now, it seems righteous. Funny thing about that is that it didn't always have to be this way. Instead, they choose to make it personal. I've asked myself behind the backs of hopes, what have I been doing these last 6 months? Wish there were like a better answer. But right now, hatred is like taken over me. Seeing the system's true colors, conviction drowned. There is still the other option of that whole dilemma thing, and that is like death over destiny, or dedicated myself to revenge, knowing of how someone as young as me got pulled into situations like these. To be fair, I wanted to wait for a few years until like my mind has reached around its 30s till I can fight the system more adaptively, and knowing of how I'm 28 and how it feels I can't let this go. It's I find it sad. Like, and as I said, it didn't have to turn out this way. Yeah, it didn't have to be this way. Instead, it continues to live as I hate it. Especially the ones who are behind its gears. As it stands right now, I still have 6 months to make up my mind of the dilemma, because as the LRA contract goes, I am still bounded to it for a whole year unconditionally. People often say you can't fight the system. I find it bullshit. The reality is, you can fight the system. The word can't is just a fantasy. I would like to go over those kinds of things, but as of right now, I'm I'm only making the video of this as much as I wanted right now. So I don't have any time for that. What is it that I had in my head just now? Oh, yeah. As it also stands right now, I am now back to the familiar hell that I once knew. In the time in a time that I used to ride the school bus or even drove my own car. I am being stuck while being in a contained house surrounded by heavy options, lots of options of entertainment, and not go outside very much. Like in the once hopes that I've been I've been fighting to get out of that kind of world, and not always do the internet stuff. Like, I guess the ironic part is, like, it's it's good at times, but there's like a time where my former behavior, like in its practice, not the first one, but the entertain one, like seems to be like familiar, and I can sense it. And the other thing is that I like to go out, wander around place to place, to like find places to like to always show up. And as it stands right now, I like, just like how how that company house people says I am not allowed to be independent. And I get to hear that right out of right out of my ears. Like if I'm making this latest video kind of a bit more confusing, then I apologize for it, because like there isn't really of much that I think that there is much needed to say, other than of how reality looks at me right now. Or perhaps it's more like how you see of that reality, and here I am, the main act, like giving it to you. And you're probably wondering, what's that supposed to mean? Well, all I can say is I could go back to the early start to this video and try to get it. Because right now I'm only doing the indigo kind of motive right now, and I'm still very saddened that this dilemma has come to this. Right now, I'm not so sure of which forms of entertainment that I'll be been watching to bypass the time of these next 6 months, or even of what's going on, of the current things that I have been doing recently. And as of still, I do not have myself an answer, either destiny or death. Alright, that's enough now. Have a good night.